Amy,
thanks for having me.
What does this op-ed tell you about what's happening inside the White House? What's your reaction tonight?
Well, Kate, I mean, I would like to say I'm surprised, but I'm not surprised. I mean, I think that the biggest news from this is that the deep state is blatant in our face, trying to subvert the will of the people and trying to take down a president from the inside. And you can't say it's just Democrats that are part of the resistance. There are Republicans in there, too. And like I said, I'm not surprised. But look, at the end of the day, this person is complaining about his style. They list the things he's accomplished, and they're complaining about his style. They're complaining he's not an ideologue, that he can be swayed one way or the other. Well, guess what? When we elected him, we knew that he was not an ideologue. We knew that he was a businessman, he would do things in an unconventional way. That's why 63 million people voted for him. And this is not just an attack on our president, it's an attack on all of us that voted for him. And I find it outrageous.
The writer, and obviously I've read it a bunch of times now, the writer, it goes into more than style, though, Amy. I mean, he's talking about two tracks of a government right now. The president saying and wanting to do one thing, and the government getting him, boxing him in to do the thing that they think is the right way to go to protect the republic. I mean, Dan, from your perspective, what does this op-ed say?
Well, it reaffirms what we have seen for a year and a half from reporting from CNN, the New York Times, elsewhere, from the Woodward book out this week, is that Donald Trump is dangerously unfit to be president. That's not the opinion of Democrats. That's the opinion of his Secretary of State, Rex Tillerson, who called him a moron. That's the opinion of his Secretary of Defense, General Mattis, who said he was like a fifth or a sixth grader. That we have seen this all across the board.
He's denied all that, Dan.
We have seen this be again and again and again. Gary Cohn, who said he was a professional liar. This is not surprising. What I think this person should do is, I agree with Sarah Sanders, a sentence I have never said before, is they should resign, put their name to this, and come out to the country, because it makes it easy for people to yell about, say this is the deep state, or for Donald Trump to dismiss this when it's anonymous. Have courage and put your name to it if you truly believe the president is this unfit for the job.
That's interesting, because I feel like this is actually an area where you and Amy are going to agree, Amy.
Absolutely. I mean, they should put their name to it. Anybody that does not believe in this administration and is part of the administration needs to resign immediately. Kate, this is the thing. You know, so you want to impeach Donald Trump, then what? I mean, it's not like Hillary Clinton's going to become president if Donald Trump is impeached, and that's what these people want. We're not going back there.
Sounds like the person in this opinion piece does not want Hillary Clinton to be president.
Well, this is the thing, is I believe this is a coordinated attack. Right when Bob Woodward's book is coming out, then all of a sudden this piece comes out. Why, if Bob Woodward and this person is so concerned about all this stuff, why didn't it come out 2 months ago? Why doesn't it come out at Thanksgiving? Why right now, right when we kick off the midterm madness, where we're about to work on the midterms? This is political. They are trying to take down a president and subvert the will of the people from within.
Woodward's piece was always going to come out around now. I mean, that has been predicted ever since his book was planned. I mean, and the fact that that White House even acts surprised that it's coming out now is that in and of itself is ridiculous, because it was coming. It had a release date of September 11th, but we don't know why this editorial came out today. We don't know. We don't know the discussions that went on there. But I mean, Dan, here's the thing that I hear from Republicans, though, on should this person resign, or should they stay in place? This is a conversation Republicans have all the time, right? Stay in place because they care about the republic. That's what this entire piece is about. There are people within that are keeping the ship afloat. But you think resign and let the ship sink?
Yes, I think we have seen all these people who claim they're doing such good work to save America, whether it was Gary Cohn when he was in the White House, or this anonymous person, or Dina Powell and the NSC staff. They keep telling everyone, all their friends who don't like Trump or are in Washington, New York, that they're doing so much to save America, but we're not actually seeing the effects of that. Right? Donald Trump is still going out and announcing his support for his support for neo-Nazis who marched in Charleston. He's still going out and buddying up to Putin in Helsinki.
No,
he's doing all of those things. They're not really doing anything other than helping themselves sleep at night.
On this whole
if
thing,
you truly believe, let me finish. If you truly believe the President of the United States is dangerously unfit for the job, which almost every person who works for him seems to believe, every Republican in Washington believes, anyone who has watched this White House or has access to Twitter believes, then you should put your name to it and say it. And there's no courage in doing it through an anonymous New York Times op-ed. You should walk out of the White House, hold a press conference, and tell people what you see on a daily basis.
I want to, and you know what? No, I agree with them. And this is coming from somebody that is so concerned about America, but they can't even stop